Hello there. It's time for historical suffering. I love subjecting myself to extra work and mind-numbing complexity, which is why I'm playing with historical divisions and designs only. This means using the accurate, year-by-year designs actually used by the country I'm playing, and with the recent updates adding regimental support companies, you can get even more historical agony. And what better way to suffer than with the Soviets? Can this thick mustache defeat the thin mustache? Like the video and subscribe to find out. A mega campaign at 100k subscribers is the goal, I believe. Alright, here we are, the Soviets. With the incredible changes to the division designer, we must revisit our historical designs. And what better country to experience the true hellish nature of historical division designs than the Soviets? While the divisions at the start of the game look pretty boring and normal, the actual Russian divisions that were on the field during Barbarossa in 1941 were truly painful. So let's relive it, because now we can do it way more historically with our regimental supports, with the expanded support features, with all the new features in the game. Let's see if we can resist Germany historically. I'm going to try and go ultra historical, which means doing the paths and the options that Stalin himself chose. So path of Marxism-Leninism to start with. Do a pretty standard eco tree. Not going to do any tech shuffling because Stalin was too focused on killing everyone around him to prioritize economy and research potentials. But we do up the infrastructure in a couple key states that have good resources at the start of the game, because the 5-year plan hasn't properly begun yet, right? And our initial equipment construction is going to have to be very varied. First of all, let's move the planes up a bit. Why the hell are the planes at the very bottom? What are you doing, game? We're going to need to make all kinds of different equipment, including quite a lot of anti-tank, anti-air, artillery, and a whole bunch of the BT-7s. The starting design for the BT-7 is actually surprisingly accurate, very accurately representing the 45mm anti-tank M1932 gun, welded armor, and very fast speed, and no radio. Some BT-7s did get radios, but not all of them, so this is what we have to deal with. The only thing it's missing is it should really have an extra machine gun, because it did have 2, so I'm popping in an extra machine gun once I have the XP. We gonna need so many of them. Just gonna start grinding out as many infantry divisions as the game will let me, and get 1 billion troops over here. I have no recollection of whether or not I can engage the border war with Japan, or if it's just Japan that does it, but just in case, I will keep 6 divisions in Vladivostok. Broad goals this playthrough, of course, with our historical gameplay, but I want to see if we can resist the Germans as much as possible. I do not want to get pushed back to damn near Moscow. I want to see if I can hold them with what I have. Oh, the attrition is so bad. Okay, let's spread this out a bit. Always immediately click the Mobilize Armed Forces button to get free war support. Very important. Factionalism has now begun. Oh boy, I do love me some political paranoia. This is why we save the center until we've done those eco-focuses, because this reduces it by 10. And with the Spanish Civil War kicking off, we immediately improve relations. Send some volunteers. I'm actually going to send mountaineers rather than tanks for this. We can send our attaché to the Soviets, which gives us 52% war support, which means that as soon as we're done with this and I can afford the PP, I can go to war economy and really go crazy with building civs now that I'm done with my infra. It might seem a little micro-y, but it really does matter. It does make a huge difference. Also want to rush getting AT guns, because we're going to need quite a few of them. War economy by September. Very nice. Which means I'm really going to go crazy with building factories. Put in the comments whether or not you think that civilian economy and maybe early Moby should increase civ construction speed, because I think they should. Just grind through the purge focuses, delete that. Make sure to save Chiang Kai-shek, because that's what happens. Leave him alone. Don't chop his head off, please. Grab our Voznesky for civ construction speed. I've never noticed this, that I have achieved production quotas, have 100,000 guns in the stockpile. That's crazy. Let's try to reach it. You get 75 PP, so why not? That's a short-term goal? How? A lot of people actually skip the left side of this purge tree, but it gives you minus 2% consumer goods and 5% construction speed. This is incredible. It's one of the best focuses in the game. Oh, and we have actually lost war support, so we will now be forced to demobilize our economy, but it doesn't matter because it's the 31st of March, 1937. I've timed it basically perfectly. Japan will attack China and that'll bring us back up. I think we need to try to protect Spain a bit more. Our boys are just standing here doing nothing. Can you just retreat and let us actually fight, please? I'm also going to go to free trade because that 5% factory output and construction speed is absolutely worth it. Oh my god, the gaps I'm having to plug in Spain is horrible. These people are not defending themselves properly. Guys, come on. Ah, beautiful Spanish gold reserves. I will take the consumer goods reduction. Very kind. Making sure to get all of the different support companies, because by 1939, I need need to make them. Oh my god, I just made a breakthrough. Holy crap. Do we try to encircle and split the Spanish forces? I kind of want to, yes. Oh good, they've completely abandoned Madrid. It's okay, we'll just counter-encircle these guys and maybe we can encircle them, maybe. I just encircled a bunch of volunteers. It's 2 German infantry and an Italian. Okay, I'm very happy with this. Now I guess just to continuously take the Spanish territory because we split their army. Okay, seriously, where is their army? I'm just walking through their territory now. I don't think I've ever worked so well with the AI. They are actually collaborating with me and we are occupying so many of their forces. Look at me go. Hey, look at that. I finished the 5-year plan. Wow, that was a lot easier than in Black Eyes, eh? I feel like I'm a god right now. I am just encircling endless Spanish divisions. Look at this. I've just walked past and done 2 of them. And the AI is actually helping me. Where the hell do they keep retreating to? Enemy AI? Are you running to the ports? Where are you going? Carefully pinning this guy so he can't take this and save the day. Even though they could just snake and take Madrid. We got this, boys. Our 6 mountaineers will save the day. Again, just endless encirclements. Am I actually gonna win this? I don't think I've ever won as the Soviets sending volunteers. Mountaineers are the way to go. But by the way, as ever, we will of course be doing all of our historical designs once we hit 1939 because that's when all the data actually begins. We really are just sort of walking right through them. This is very interesting. Are they out of equipment? Oh, I haven't even been lend-leasing proper Spain. I probably should have been doing that. Oh, nope, you can't because you need world tension. Never mind. I can't keep getting away with this. I'm just walking around them. Look, I'm gonna do it here as well. What are you thinking, buddy? Hey, look how in keeping this is. I messed up the purge and got one of the worst modifiers, 10% construction speed malice for a year. I'm just gonna take it on the chin. Oh well, come on. So many encirclements of encirclements. Please let me close this off and wipe them out, including the Portuguese volunteers. How often are they there? Yes. Okay, 3 Portuguese and like 10 Spanish divisions. Pretty good. I am microing this like I'm playing Black Eyes. I am going crazy right now. This is incredible how well I'm doing. The power of historical shall save me. What's really funny is this is actually the historical mountain division that existed at this time, in that it was a square division with 4 regiments, some artillery and engineer support. And then as they got a little bit bigger and better, they started adding tanks and other things. But that's for 1939. I'm gonna grab defensive postures because I believe this is mostly what the infantry doctrine of the time was. Large unit tactics might seem obvious, but no, they didn't really adopt that kind of infantry wave formation, at least until later in the war. So no, it's this. Oh my guns, the Chinese Soviet Republic. Go ahead, buddy. And just doing another encirclement. I know it's not historical that Republicans would win the Civil War, but I'm just playing the hand that I've been dealt. I've just played really, really well. This is incredible. Seriously, I feel kind of bad about this, how good I've done here, but man, please let me know in the comments if you disagree, but I think this is just awesome. I rarely win this as the Soviets because it's such a bother, but thanks to utterly insane mechanical play. Oh, there it is. Oh, April 38. So not even 2 years. We have allowed Spain to win. Oh, there is still the weird anarchists who, ironically, you'd think we would support more than the Republicans, but hey, whatever. There it is. Quickly grind through that. Kill Barcelona. And there it is. We got Spain to win. So there is an option for them. I can't find it right now where they actually do become my puppet, but they shouldn't ever select it. They have to have at some point gone down a specific path, and I don't think they do that on historical. And regardless, even if they do, they then subvert your control and then have a war of independence against you anyway. So you only get them for a little bit. Also, there's the issue of if they puppet me, they'll be immediately killed during Barbarossa, which would be really funny. So I'm okay with this. And now back to endless civilian factory construction. I love playing the Soviets. Losing our war economy once again. So we improve relations with China and quickly grab another attaché. Thank you, China. Grab fire concentration as our artillery doctrine. I think that's probably the closest, at least for the early war section. Wow, I really forget how much the machine plant MIO gives you. Production efficiency gain and max speed, flat output and gain. There's so much here. What a great MIO. Oh, cool. We just got Nikolai Bukharin purged. He gets purged anyway. We don't like him. That's fine by me. Okay, it is now 1939. It's time to make our initial infantry division. This is the bad boy that's going to see us through the Winter War and resist the Germans in 1941 before changes the end of the year. I have a really wonderfully imaged source here that I do love to use, as well as some extra suppository evidence, all of which is available for YouTube members and patrons. For starters, it is of course the standard 9 infantry battalions. It is a triangle division. Now, the artillery in the rifle division is definitely a little bit weird. There's 24 light pieces of artillery, 36 medium, and 12 heavy. Now, HOI doesn't separate that. You just have to use artillery on its own. But unfortunately, it would appear that 36 of the pieces, the heavier guns, are actually motorized. That's what those 2 little wheels mean. It means I need to put one of them as motorized artillery. Ow. I hate that so much. We can make up some of the artillery numbers with our regimental supports, especially because there were actually about 18 infantry guns, so we can pop in an infantry gun for support companies. In fact, we can give one to every single one and it would be accurate. We need to think about the anti-tank, however, because there were 54. We can add a support and a regular battalion, and that gives us just enough. The big issue, unfortunately, though, is the tanks. We need to have 57 light tanks, and there's no way to add this because I'm limited. I have to have regular artillery and motorized artillery. I don't know what to do here because there's just no other way I can add light tanks. None of the supports have them. So I think we have to be a little unfortunate and we have to get rid of our motorized and replace it with a light tank battalion. I know, I don't like it, but this is the only way I can think to make this work. We also definitely had some AA, and it makes sense to put it with the artillery regiment, an engineer company, and unfortunately it had armored car recon, which is very funny because I haven't been building armored car recon. I forgot about that, so I'm going to need to very quickly start building a lot of armored cars. It also has signal company, but I've just run out of XP, so I'll put that in once I have that. But this is the infantry division that we will be playing with. 72 pieces of artillery, about 57 tanks, tons and tons of AT. It's just crazy what's in this thing, man. And please don't look at our org. And with that, our deficits are truly terrible. So we are going to absolutely need to start moving to mill factories now because we are so dreadfully in danger of having no equipment by the time any conflict starts. We will, of course, sign the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact because we ain't fighting nobody, bro. I swear I used to have a military factory construction speed bonus advisor. Did I purge him? Oh god. There's Poland, and unlike in Black Ice, I don't have to fight them. I just get given the territory for free. Hooray. Oh yeah. Plenty of free land. Always remember to go to liberated workers. For some reason, just objectively better than military governor. Really good compliance gain, great factory gain. So good. Let's definitely change our garrisons to something that's not our infantry, please. Well-timed focuses mean we can get 1941 industry tech a little bit ahead of time. Thank you very much. I always like to look at the base presets that Paradox gives you for the new tank designs, and the basic medium actually has the T32, which is also known as the A32, and was actually just a prototype and very few actually got made. So we won't be making many of these. The Stu-25 is also not right because that was based on the chassis of the T34, so that's not right either. This is all very confusing, which leads me directly into making the 1939 Tank Brigade. I didn't have enough XP to do it earlier. This bad boy had just way too many tanks. I mean, look at the image, dude. There's so many tanks and very few infantry. I think this is probably pretty close to what I can manage to find for the 1939 Tank Brigade. It had a surprisingly large number of armored cars. I can't quite get the number exact. It had very little AT and it had no artillery. It was a brigade, not its own division. It was sort of designed to operate in tandem with infantry and thus use the artillery of divisional infantry. And it had about 230 to 250 tanks. So this is probably the closest, and it also allows me to have a motorized weapons company, which I think makes a lot of sense because they would have had at least some heavy weapons, a little bit of anti-air, NGs, and signals. It's not very good. Of course, I completely forgot, by the way, we need to change our divisional names so that all of my infantry and tanks have the proper names. Thank you to all the YouTube members and patrons. I really appreciate you. Let's grab the Baltics. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Thank you very much. I am seriously struggling with coal. Let's expand our mines. Seriously, I'm importing like 88 coal. I think I'm gonna have to go off of free trade soon. This is killing me. Let's kill Leningrad. I've got Zhukov with a bunch of tanks and mountaineers on the important bit, and then 48 divisions everywhere else. Should be fine. Oh wow, I'm just walking right through them. So even though my infantry are, you know, horribly overstacked, their stats are still kind of good. Obviously, they have massive low supply issues, but once that's taken care of, it's not going to be the worst, right? Probably. I'm sure that doesn't mean anything. Finally went to limited exports. I just cannot afford this horrendous amount of trade. It's killing me. Even though we're winning really easily, I will pick the historical option this time. This isn't Spain. And we'll white peace. There you go. Damn, a very early Yugoslavia invasion. That's not going to delay the Soviets at all. It's an odd Croatia pop out. I feel like the borders are not supposed to look like that. How gross. I also need to make the cavalry division, and these were really strange. They were very, very small. This is the best I can probably come up with. I got a couple really good sources about what they had. I find it interesting they have 64 tanks, so they actually do get a small tank battalion. 2 of these were meant to be sort of combined in tandem and acted in a way like a motorized division in other armies, but I can find specific sources for their machine gun companies and their anti-air, so we're going to do this like that. Signals, a little bit of artillery and NGs. This is kind of odd, but I almost like it. I feel like it's going to be kind of good in Finland. really like to focus on the Stalin line, but unfortunately, the Molotov line was what was built historically, so we're gonna have to do that. I'm woefully behind on making the T-34. I made a big mistake. Oh my god, was that the Treaty of Nanjing? Oh my god, Japan just beat China. Uh-oh. That's not supposed to happen. Please give me a non-aggression pact. Yes, please. Desperately. All right, and there's the justification. Looks like they are doing it. I think it's gonna be a rather early war, and here's the plan. I'm just gonna put all my troops on the border. I am gonna do what the Soviets did and try to defend the border with their forces. Got mountaineers on this section, a Romanian army there, and more divisions are coming out right now. Very shortly, there will be quite a lot of divisions ready to go. Hopefully we can get some out. We are horribly low in equipment. It's not looking good. I'm not gonna lie to you boys. All right, I've got pretty much all the troops on it now. A whole field marshal on the German section, another 46 divisions from another field marshal here, small amount of mountaineer troops there, and some Romanian boys. We're just training up to try and get as many of them as possible to be regulars, if we can. Anyone else really struggle with selecting the correct front line order when you've got them like on the same tile? I hate this. You have to like drag one out, then drag this, and then do that. I hate that. Xinjiang wants to join my faction. Absolutely not, because otherwise they'll get gobbled up when Japan invades them, and I do not want to be fighting them just yet. Oh, why is everything so ahistorical? Oh, and there it is. The Finnish continuation war and the plan disrupted. Okay, so obviously they're going to hit me very, very hard. These divisions are weak as hell. I have only just now started finishing rehabilitated military. That is bad. Let's take a look at the stats. They're hitting me with 89 soft attack against my 470 defense. So pretty good. Really good. And also, it is important to note that these divisions are technically Space Marines because they do have a tank in them, which means that the early infantry divisions actually can't pierce me. Okay, these guys look like they can pierce at least one of them because this guy does not have enough tanks, but the rest of them are not that pierced, so they're taking even less damage. However, we are still taking tons of damage and suffering. Let's try to get at least some plane support where possible. Immediately getting a little bit of lend-lease of both those 37mm Panzervanskanen. Okay, US. Immediately head up to Total Moby. Oh no, actually go to extensive conscription because we're going to lose a lot of manpower. All right, we have begun falling back. Also, notice the war started in May. It's not so good. Oh dear. We're going to just try and keep pins as we go, but we're actually doing some damage to them, which is what's crazy here. Let's try to avoid losing too many divisions. Oh my god, the air casualties. They're so bad. Now we can get desperate measures, of course necessary. Here's the T-34 preset that it gives us. 76.2mm gun does make sense to be the proper medium cannon. Should really have an extra machine gun, so we're going to pop that in. It had a diesel engine, very cool. It was welded, had Christie suspension, two-man turret, very good. And indeed, no radio. Only the company commander tanks had radios. The rest had to use flags. I'll just save up a little bit of XP and start making this and just put a billion factories on this because I need so many. All right, we've had one encirclement. Not ideal, but it's always going to happen. They instantly died. Jesus. Now and again, a little offensive position does actually work. And hopefully you can't hear my cat purring directly into my microphone. Gotta remember to scorch earth as well. We don't want them being able to use my infrastructure. Oh, hell, I just lost a bunch of mountaineers. That's not good. Let's try and use our tanks to counterattack where possible. Let's try building forts on the river line because, oh god. It's just the fact that we have such little supply, so my divisions on average have very low strength, just simply because of the fact that I don't have that many tanks, so I just can't survive this. Okay, yeah, full retreat to the defensive line. This is crazy now. We're dying. Try to defend Kiev for everything we've got. Civilian labor and defense giving us extra fort construction speed, always useful. And I guess I probably should have been trying to hold on to Minsk, but that's long gone. We're actually doing a pretty good contained withdrawal bit by bit, just trying to evacuate as much as we can here. Getting quite a few casualties, but we're making it work. We're making it work, probably. Oh god, please don't pocket this. This would be so unpleasant. There's so many stuff here. And a lot of tanks as well. No! Let's be cheeky. Oh no! Ivan Konev is sick! Are you serious? I was gonna last stand. I can't last stand. You are killing me. Come on. Oh Christ, we're out of guns. No, please. We have lost 1.7 million men. The Finnish border is nicely held at our standard defensive positions, and they'll stay there for a very long time. And I'm managing to get forts up on my beautiful river line. This bit's pretty weak. To be honest, the south is really bad, but only 50 divisions. So I think I'm going to start to reconstitute forces and move them south. It is only July, and we're already all the way back at this line. I'm not happy with this. It's going to be hell to try to maintain this. We'll build some other fallback lines if we need to, but we have been very late in getting tank production online. I just neglected to research it, honestly. We're going to start massively moving moving to T-34s, but the big issue is that I can't take the tank off of this division until 1942, and I really, really want to. I hate this. Just spamming out divisions as soon as I can because we've lost so many. Don't even care. My boys need to survive. I've lost so many factories that I have too much coal being imported, so I have to turn it down. The attacks have begun in earnest on Kyiv, but it is extremely hot, causing an attack malice. The trouble is that it says we're still losing, despite the fact that we've got armor. Come on, guys. At least we've got the most important section of our mastery. 10% defense and 10 org. Thank you. Getting lots of mastery now, like 26 per month. And as we get up a bit more, we're going to get a lot of entrenchment, tons more soft attack. That'll really help. The sheer army of your name here is defending Kiev with everything they've got. I can't figure out how to make the mod that I use recycle the names. But look, little one, you're the most important one. Get in the fight, little one. Come on, buddy. It's up to you. Oh, what? Siam just got declared on by Japan. Oh, and then they've white peaced. Okay, sure. Oh, hell. They've taken the supply hub. Look, Dagovelis is the supply hub. My entire line is going to crumble if I don't take this back. I've got these crappy ass tanks. It's all on you, boys. Come on. Let's get every single CAS we have on this. Oh, UK 7K guns. Gimme. All right, a few months in, we are now starting to lose this position. It's not looking great, so we're going to have to pull back just a little bit here. Oof. Owie. We do our best. We're recovering of our tanks. Just retreat slowly. No losses in the north, though. Why didn't I blow up Kiev before I left? God damn it. We can do staggered retreat, which is very helpful to give that extra defense. Please. All right, America's in the war, though Japan is incredibly powerful. Oh, terrifying. Please help save us, my friend. Hey, Leningrad stands. Nothing took it. Trying to contest in the air, but our planes are just no good. We have finally begun making the Lag 3, which is pretty accurate machine guns and 2 cannons. It's not great because we barely got production online. I love when they patch the AI to make it so they do actually use tanks in Breakthrough, but this is a little ridiculous. There are, let me count. Oh my god, there's 18 tank divisions in this area, and they don't have a supply hub except outside of Kiev, so they're probably massively low on supply. So the longer I can delay them here, the more attrition they're going to take. It's November. Winter is finally here. This isn't black ice, so winter isn't as powerful, but snowing does still cause a lot of penalties for work loss when moving and air stuff. God, it's not that much, is it? Just supply truck attrition. Wow, actually, weather penalties really do nothing. It's been a while since I played just regular Russia. This is terrible. Okay, very cold happens up in the north, and yeah, 10% attack, 25% winter attrition, 15% breakthrough. That does help. I was still working on some infrastructure, but we can finally begin working on just pure factories. I'm also trying to throw in a couple mills into eastern states for the specific purpose of being able to grab extra factories from development of Tankograd. Everything that's just east of Gorky and the Urals that has 3 mills in it gets an extra mill and building slot for free. So it's a great way to compound stuff. Oh, look at that. We are actually getting a green bubble on this tile filled with tanks because their tanks don't have a ton of defense relative to their total stats. So we're actually able to do a lot of damage to them. Oh, we're going to push them out of the tile? Oh, that'd be incredible, please. And they have no fuel. Ladies and gentlemen, we got them. Germany has no fuel in this massive salient. Honestly, though, it might be worth it to not push them too hard and instead let them stand here in the winter, just attritioning like crazy. Oh, wow, that'll destroy their fuel reserves. Okay, we made it to the 1st of January, 1942. Only losing 17% capitulation progress. I'm happy with that. Pretty good. But it means we can finally fix our divisions. This is what we had to start with, and we're going to need to move over to this new design, the 1942 Infantry Division. The Soviet army realized that there was just too much crap in this. It had to be cut back. Too much artillery, way too much anti-tank, and get rid of this freaking light tank. Get out of here. I think this is as close as I can make it, a 9-2, dropping the artillery, dropping the anti-tank, keeping an AA support with 2 infantry guns because they had a lot of individual like combinations of infantry guns, these 76mm, but also like a ton of anti-tank rifles. So I kind of wish I could add like an anti-tank battery, but it just doesn't work out right and the stats are wrong. So this is what I'm going to stick with. Field hospitals that support anti-tank. Unfortunately, still armored car recon because it is a separate motor reconnaissance company, and that sounds like a car. Actually, maybe it's motorized. You know what? It's probably motorized. We're going to go for motorized, and there we go. That is going going to save a lot of equipment. Unfortunately, costs a lot of guns, so we're going to be in heavy deficit of a ton of stuff. Oh my god, look at all that anti-tank we're going to have now. I've really overbuilt. I also just want to say I love that my division sources list the bakery. I just think that's so cool that it's on the divisional structure, the bakery section. You got to get that bread, man. Now we can make our lovely tank division. The Soviets in 1942 finally realized that the age of the light tank was over and it was time for mediums to reign supreme. There were about 180 total mediums, which means we can add 3 of them to this. Interestingly, there were 52 heavies, so we're gonna add 1 heavy tank battalion simply to represent the fact that they were a little bit shy of a lot of heavies at this time. And we are gonna keep 1 light tank battalion because there frankly were still a lot of BT-7s being used because there just weren't enough T-34s to go around. The armored cars were moved away. We got 3 proper motorized rifles with proper infantry gun support. We also have a proper motorized artillery battalion, and in fact there's 24, so it's perfect with 1 battalion. We swap over to a light tank recon, slap a couple motorized heavy weapons companies on there. There also weren't really heavy weapons companies in this, so I'm not really sure that I can include this, even though I really want to, sadly. And honestly, there we go. That is our division. It's not that bad, right? It's kind of good. I really kind of like it. It's a nice mix of different equipments. I obviously have basically no heavy tanks, so I need to really quickly ramp up my production. I need 1,000 mediums. It's going to save the day with lights, though. I am going to straight up convert this BT-7 line directly into another T-34 line. And I'm also currently working on the T-35A, an early heavy tank, because I have yet to research the proper heavy tank, which I really should have by now. Whoops. But this is going to make such a difference. Yes, our equipment is very low. We have way too much AT, way too much AA. And look at that. We have 8K light tanks. Incredible. New reinforcement of lovely YouTube members. Save the day, please. Oh, they're gearing up for a huge tank push in the north. Oh, but it is replete with snow, giving minus 20% attack. Oh, where they're actually attacking is deep snow, 50%. Yes, let's just let them hit us. No point counterattacking. Just stand there and take it. Japan just cancelled on non-aggression pact. I really do not like this information. I am not liking the look of this. This looks very dangerous. Okay, I think I might need to shrink this line here. Oh, I overran a general. Oh, amazing. Yes. Hermann Hoth. Oh my god. And we got Owen Rommel. He's been captured. He's now in Bryansk. I don't even see how I overran him, but I don't care. Thank you. Wish I could transfer him out, but they're going to immediately free him. Okay, I think that was the last one of our doctrines for infantry. Oh no, just the big bonus there. I mean, what's my soft attack in my infantry division? Now it's 235. Infantry guns are incredibly good. Oh, what a surprise. Vlaslav's been captured. Who would have seen this coming? Oh god, look at this giant push towards Moscow. No, no, no. No, no, no. Stop that. Stop that. Yeah, evacuate from Finland. I dare you. I need these troops down to defend Moscow, so you better hurry up and kill Finland. Okay, armistice. Perfect. We are going to accept the armistice because this is what happened historically. We're not going to puppet them. Oh, much better. Thank you very much. These guys can now go to defend in Norway, but the vast, vast majority of them should instead head south to attempt to defend this awful, awful push. Only just now hiring an infantry specialist. God damn it. And finally do lessons of war. It's been a full year since I took the focus, and it's not looking great, but there is a huge salient here that I wonder if I could exploit. Looks like the summer offensive has stalled. I think we can hold onto these lines for a little while. I don't think we're doing any offensives until 43. There's a beautiful salient here I'd love to exploit. I just can't, man. I'm down to 177 mils because of how much I've lost. And Germany definitely has more mils than me, so we got to be very careful with what we build. Gotta hold on to Vitebsk for all it's worth. Keep that supply up. Come on, Jake the Snake, and I am stupid. I believe in you. We can do this. We can finally do Order 227. Oh, 25% division defense. Yeah, there we go. That's going to make a huge difference. Oh, and Germany has just hit 100% consumer goods. Get wrecked. Minus 10% factory output. That's going to make a huge difference. Slowly but surely, we can now eke out Germany. Oh, whoa, what's this? There's a D-Day going on here. Hello? I guess this is the deep raid. Carry on, boys. Carry on. Thank you. Looks like Italy has been crushed in North Africa, thankfully. But I'm very concerned about what Japan might do. It's now approaching spring 43. Basically, no gains have been made. I took back Rostov, and that's it. Didn't even get to do Operation Saturn. I just took it. They pushed me pretty heavily. Bryansk is lost. This is hard. There's a couple really nice salients, but I just can't do anything. There were very little changes for the divisions in 1943. Some reduction of manpower just because they barely had enough men, but the listed strength was the same. One thing is that the tanks did get a bit better. They added in some mechanized infantry, a lot of which was supplied by the US. So we're going to do that now. And a little bit more equipment was added to the tank divisions. So I'm going to emphasize that with a motorized heavy weapons company. And there we go. Let's try to survive here. I am struggling. All right, we're going to try for a plan here. Smolensk is looking nice and open. There is a supply hub. We're going to take it. We're going to push with all of our tanks. We're going to take Smolensk. I've got my limited air force here, just desperately attempting to achieve anything. Let's go. 1,500 planes, 400 CAS. Please. Oh my god, I got it. Wait, can I maybe try to encircle this? Could we get like a little chunk here? That would be incredible. Oh god, I did not want this river. I did not want that river. Go away. I need to stay behind the river, please. Oh, they brought their entire air force. I just lost like 1 billion planes in 3 seconds. Okay, let's turn that off. We sadly have to go up to service by requirement. I really don't want to. Actually, you know what? Let's not. And instead, let's just delete a bunch of our garrison divisions. I don't think we need this many. We took Smolensk, but taking even a single tile is such a slog. It takes months to attrition this thing down. Please. Ooh, Turkey's joined the Allies very quick. That's actually really helpful for us. And oh my god, yes, the invasion of Italy and Vichy France. Okay, here we go. Like historical Soviets, I'm begging for a second front. I should also say I've been making the IS tanks. These are the lovely heavy tanks that were made in huge numbers. I've been producing those because it's 1944. It's time to make our changes. The new tank corps of 1944 is the force that basically won the pushes and destroyed Germany. It had 200 mediums, so exactly the same here, with 1 heavy tank battalion. It no longer had the light tank, but it did gain 40 SP artilleries, the Su-85s. And look at that, this battalion is exactly 40. It's perfect. It also got a little bit more infantry, which is nice, so it can actually have some AUG. Crazy idea. And it did in fact have a little bit of anti-tank guns, so we do need to unfortunately put that in there. It should really be mech, a recon company, but we can't do that. So this is it. This is our new and final core. I don't really like the combat width, but it's what we have to deal with. So, oh well. That's really the only change. The infantry stayed pretty much the same. They just kept getting a lot more submachine guns. So here's the plan. I want to take this salient in Bryansk, and I want to take this one as well. So as soon as May hits, we're going to go crazy. I'm training up the tanks that we've got right now. They're re-equipping. I've got 22 right now, and I've got another 8 on the way. And green air at last. Okay. And they immediately put all their fighters here. God damn it. Well, worth a try. Please, let's go. Yeah, I'm now losing 70 fighters a day. Okay, maybe I'll put them on interception instead, because Jesus Christ. And we're halted. Oh my god, we got a little bit of territory, but no supply hubs. Oh no. India, no. Don't fall apart. Italy is now falling. Okay, it's the beginning of the end. It's now the 6th of June, 1944. Where are you, D-Day? Okay, there goes Italy. Very good. That's gonna make things a little bit easier. Hopefully, they'll be distracted. Here we go. Come on, please. So many divisions we can encircle. Let's go. Okay, we got it. It's time. It's time for victory. Okay, overrunning generals. Okay, let's go. Come on, baby. Let's go. Push out and develop it further. What? Why do we have to fall of Vladivostok? Hello? Oh, I am now at war with Japan. Oakley smokleys. That's bad. I guess we'll, make a little fallback line because there ain't no hope of us actually trying to resist this. Oh, wow. When they're out of supply, they are really out of supply. How many divisions are in this pocket? I think it might be 50. I think it could be more than that, actually, because look, there's like 14, 19. I think there may be about 60 to 70 divisions here, and I am truly just walking in. Let's take a look at the casualties. Almost 8 mil. Yeah, I mean, there's 60 just here. So let's just do that real quick. Oh. Look at the little hats flying over. Oh, they're gone. They're gone. They're gone. Yeah, I mean, that was nearly 1 million casualties just then. Okie dokie. That's probably going to really mess up their line. Oh, look. Wait, what? I'm sorry. Okay, apparently I did mess things up by allowing Republican Spain because Spain is now independently fighting Germany. I think I know what's happened here. Spain attacked Germany and hasn't joined any factions. I can't invite them because they're democratic, but this has then triggered the defensive pact with Japan, and so Japan has joined the wars. Oh, that's scuffed. We'll straighten out the lines, and let's do Operation Barbarossa and take Minsk, because I think the Germans are having some troubles. Let's make their lives much harder. Oh, there we go. Okay, to Minsk, boys, to Minsk. Hey, America's landed on Tokyo. Wait, what? Oh, they just like full annexed Japan. Hello? I don't understand. I looked away for 1 second and they full annexed it. What did they do? Console commands? What the hell? Weirdly, Thailand is a major for some reason, but all of India India has been conquered. Okay. Yeah, let's just do a full advance. I've done Kursk, but I don't think it's really going to make a difference because I'm already just blitzing in. Just grind your way through, my friends. Grind your way in. There we go. Regained most of our territory. Yes, we've taken quite a lot of casualties, almost 8 million. Look at this beauty. We're moving, boys. We're moving. I'm coming close to Germany. Goddamn border things. A whole bunch of troops. 105 are stuck on an English border. I do not care. Please do not put them on neutral territory. Ooh, what's all this? There's a civil war in Thailand, and we're pushing into Germany. This is going to mean that I think Japan should capitulate because, oh no, Indonesia is now joined. Oh my god, this is absolute hell. Yalta Conference. Hell no, I want to fight for this myself. God, I hate trying to capitulate Germany. I didn't do any collabs. Come on, die. Wow, they had very little equipment, but look, sweet victory. Okay, there it is, December 45. Okay, I didn't take Poland. Well, that was my mistake, but there we go. The Soviet Union reigns supreme with our unfortunate infantry divisions, our surprisingly good tank divisions. I pronounce this a victory. I did experience truly millions of casualties and equipment losses. Oh, wow, that's a lot of equipment in just the last 12 months alone, but it was worth it. Historical Soviet Union is indeed still possible, but I think it's even harder. Thank you very much for watching. Do be sure to leave me a like and a comment down below, suggesting future videos you'd love to see, because it really means a lot, and it really informs what goes on the channel. Special thanks to all the YouTube members and patrons who so wonderfully support this channel, and whose names you will see shortly. Bye-bye.